Prepare to be surprised, guys. Audrey McNeal, a former Democratic delegate, just announced she's backing Trump in this year's presidential election. Her story, filled with twists and turns and disillusionments, gives us an inside look at what changed her perspective and why she's switching sides. You don't want to miss this. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and smack that like button because it helps us with the algorithm to get our message out. Now, later on tonight, Friday nights at 6 o'clock Eastern, we're doing a live stream. We're going to read some interesting stories of the week. We're going to tweak them with a bit of humor, a dash of sarcasm, and a whole lot of conservative common sense. Please join us tonight. You'll have a good time. So imagine this. A former Democratic National Convention delegate, Audrey McNeal, recently announced she's backing President Trump in the upcoming election. Now, this is a young woman, just 22 years old, who was deeply involved in the Democratic Party as a delegate in both 2020 and 2024. But now, after attending a Trump rally, she's changing her allegiance. Now, what would make someone so entrenched in her party suddenly shift sides? That's exactly what we're going to break down. McNeal attended a Trump rally in Atlanta. She described it as a true movement of freedom and constitutional values. That experience left her questioning everything she believed about the Democratic Party. And I have to admit that it warms my heart to learn about young Audrey's story because it gives me faith in our young people that they do have a brain and that they do love this country and they do believe in our constitutional system. Why would someone like McNeal, who spent her teenage years rallying for Democratic causes, have a sudden change of heart? In her video that went viral, McNeal talks about her journey and her frustrations with the Democratic Party. She was one of the youngest delegates to represent her district at the 2020 DNC. Then this year, she was elected again to attend, but something felt different this time. Give it a watch.
In 2020, I was elected at 18 to become one of the youngest delegates to the Democratic National Convention on behalf of my district. And in 2024, I was elected again to return to the DNC as a delegate. But this year, I'm casting my ballot for Donald Trump. You see, after I was elected in March, which was before Joe Biden's debate, I wanted to go to the DNC because I wanted answers on free speech issues, the border, and the economy. However, after reflecting on my time at the DNC, I realized that it was no longer the party of free speech and civil liberties that it used to be. In fact, Patrick Henry once said that the liberties of a people never were, nor ever will be secure when the transactions of their rulers may be concealed from them. And for the rulers of the Democratic Party elite to install Kamala Harris as the presidential nominee via stripping the vote of 14 million Americans, including their own delegates such as myself, well, that was a decision and a transaction that was concealed. And now I'm happy to say that I'm officially joining the Republican Party as a constitutional conservative.
Guys, it warms my heart so much to hear this young lady talk. McNeal explains that after being reelected as a delegate in March, she started looking for answers like free speech, border security, and the economy. Guys, those are the top three issues that we're facing today. This girl is tuned in, 22 years old. But what she saw at the DNC left her feeling betrayed. The Democrats, she felt, had shifted too far from the values that she thought they stood for. How was this woman not a Republican all along? Guys from the RNC, if you know about this girl, you need to go after her. You need to say, we want you in our party. This is what you want. This kind of youth, these people that love the Constitution, love the country, and knock out all the crap in between. She even quoted a line that might give you chills. The liberties of a people never were nor ever will be secure when the transactions of their rulers may be concealed from them. Guys, she likened that to how the Democratic Party pulled an insurrection on Joe Biden. She mentioned the 14 million. This girl knows it all. She mentioned that the Democrats took a man who won 14 million votes in the primary, who wanted to continue to run. They yanked him off stage and instilled a woman that won no primaries. She got no delegates whatsoever. Now, that's a powerful statement from this young lady. She went on to say that the Democrat elites moved to install Kamala Harris as the nominee without input from millions of Americans, including herself, and that was the final straw. McNeal's story isn't isolated either. Just recently, a former Obama intern named Evan shared a similar story. She blasted the Democratic Party, calling them elitist and disconnected from the real issues facing Americans today. Guys, these young people, I have so much hope for the future if we have young people like these two. This woman, Evan, she volunteered at this year's DNC hoping to restore her faith in the party, but instead she felt more disconnected than ever. She said, quote, "It felt like I was in a building with the most elite and out of touch people in the entire world. It very much felt like, let's just have a huge party and forget all about our problems because the vibes are good." I mean, can you believe that? At a time when people are struggling, this is what the DNC felt like to her? She continued saying, "When I was there, I didn't feel any connection to real America or the place that I come from, which is the Midwest, Kansas City, Kansas, and Missouri. I didn't feel any connection to the people that I know right now who are struggling to buy their groceries or pay their rent." Wow, the emperor has no clothes. Is this the Democratic Party that so many people have trusted? Not on your life. This is not your grandmother's Democratic Party. Are we seeing a trend where young Democrats, even the ones who were once passionate about the cause, are moving toward conservative values? It's not just about party lines anymore, guys. It's about a larger shift in how people are identifying with the values they feel matter most. All right. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you want to be kept up to date with the latest news and political trends. I'll see you in the next one. Spread the word.
Little by little, piece by piece, I take back what's been stolen from me. Little by little, piece by piece, until I'm complete.